and welcome to the show. Great to be with you. Thanks for stopping by today. We're glad that we could stop by. Always a joy to be here and talk with you about things that might provoke thought, who knows, inspire action, or otherwise help make a change. You know, making change. Sometimes it's hard to make change, especially if you don't have anything in your pocket. You can't make change. It's tough, no doubt. But we try, and we're after it all the time, me included. I was driving in this morning. I was thinking about myself and thinking about all my colleagues who we write about, we talk about, we do research on, all these health issues. But you know what? It doesn't exempt you from getting sick or being waylaid by the very thing that you're researching or talking about. Doesn't exempt you. I was talking with somebody on Saturday when I attended made an appearance at the Vitamin Discount Center 20th anniversary here in Tampa Bay. And it's a health practitioner. And the person said to me, I was on your show, and when after the show, I was thinking about all that you said, and I decided, this person told me, to do what you were suggesting, which was to shift to a whole food, plant-based diet, no meat, no dairy, and then if you have heart disease, no oil. And he said to me, he lost a ton of weight.
Yeah.
And I can't even tell you his profession. I don't want to give any hint who it is. And he lost a lot of weight. And he said it came off. He said, I couldn't believe it, how it came off. And he said, I started listening to you and watching what you do on the show. He said, I started questioning myself and feeling guilty. I'm telling my patients to do one thing or another, and he said, I'm not doing it myself. And he said, I needed to make a change. And he looked good. I mean, it was noticeable. So you never know what kind of impact you're going to have on somebody when we talk about these things. That's why when you call the show and share your stories, your ideas, your thoughts, feelings, and whatever you may be trying to do, your experiences, you never know what kind of impact you can have on another. There's a TB clinic about 5 miles from here.
No.
You dying of consumption over there? What are you doing?
No, I went down the wrong pipe earlier when I had a coffee.
So I'm picking on Gary. And so, yeah, and it's hard to make change. If for some reason he got inspired and he did something that's not easy. So I understand. It's easy for people to say things, do this, do that, and they don't do it themselves. And I said to my colleague, I said, well, people keep asking me, why do you go to gym? Why do you work out? Why do you do this? I said, because I'm doing not only for my personal reasons, but for professional reasons as well. I said, I very well can't do a nationally syndicated health talk show, come on to the show, and then violate all the very things I'm telling the audience not to do. That would be a hypocrite. I'm not claiming to be perfect. I'm no tabernacle of wisdom and perfection here. I'm flawed as they come. And I struggle just like everybody else. But sometimes just trying is a good enough example, and making a little small, looking for a small win and maybe achieving one, that can be inspirational to yourself and to others. Just saying. So if you want to connect and share, here's how you do that.
You can reach us at 877-897-8255, or Dr. Garko's personal email is drgarko, Garko, at letstalknutrition.com. Follow us on Facebook at Let's Talk Nutrition, one word. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is Let's Talk Nutrition, where everything is closed captioned and archived, and you get an alert when you subscribe. Please give us a liking on Facebook. We're trying to build that social media so everybody, we can share it more often. We've got some likes from almost everywhere in the world now. It's unbelievable.
Well, coming along. You grow the garden. The crop doesn't appear in one day. Takes a while. Got to till the soil. Got to feed it. Got to tend to put the seeds. Got to tend to it. Same thing.
Do you read any of the health stories on social media, Doc?
Yeah.
So it actually helps you. So connecting with social media is a good thing.
Absolutely. It tells me what, pardon me, it tells me what people are concerned about, what's occupying them, what is giving them challenge, how they succeed, how they fail.
Right.
I'm dialed into it, absolutely. Got to be.
And you're 74 years old and you're dialed into social media. I say that because one of our friends Ed Graham talked about his father being one of the oldest people on social media and playing cards on there.
Absolutely.
And it said it kept his wits about him.
My age has nothing to do with my ambition to keep wanting to grow and to learn.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I'm wired that way. Maybe it's my mom and my dad that put it that way in my head, or the nuns, my teachers early. I have no clue. But age, I'm going to be giving a presentation next month in Orlando. They tell me the audience, 300, 400 people.
Wow.
And I'm going to be talking about aging successfully with CBD is going to be the topic.
What's CBD?
Cannabidiol.
Okay.
From hemp. Cannabidiol derived from hemp. And, I don't have to do that presentation.
No.
I want to do it because it gets me into the literature. I learn a lot. I'm learning a lot already. I'm that stack of articles you saw me print yesterday and today is part of my research to get prepared to start to write and to get myself into that modality. I'm on the clock here. I don't have much time, but I get inspired by that. And hopefully then I'll share that with the audience and we pass it on. Sharing. Knowledge is not to be hoarded.
Well, this morning I didn't know the difference between upper respiratory infection and pneumonia.
Right.
So you gave me a lesson on that this morning.
Real quick,
okay.
Right?
Right.
And that's what we do. Now, have you ever had a relationship where there are wonderful things about that relationship, and then there are things about that relationship that you wish you could put in a box and lock it somewhere deep in some glacier in the Antarctica? Just bad parts of that and you're so conflicted about the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
We've all had those kinds. Well, eggs are like that. For me, there are good things about eggs, and there are bad things about eggs. This morning, there's an article that's on a story that's trending about 1 egg per day may keep stroke at bay. They were trying to be cute with the headline. You'll find that on Medical News Today. They said that on opening the article, they said, and I'm going to give attribution to Marie Kohat. She said, popular knowledge has it that eggs, due to their high cholesterol content, are quite bad for us. I can see where she's going here. New research, however, she says, suggests we would do well to indulge in more egg consumption. About 1 per day could help us steer clear of cardiovascular conditions, close quote. Well, she's entitled to her opinion. She's not entitled to her own facts, but I'm going to report on the story, and then I'll give you the, no pun intended, not the sunny side up version, but the flipped over version, turned over version of eggs, and we'll see what you think. Some say it's the perfect food. Then there are those who say, yes, it's the perfect food by which to get sick. It's like one of those relationships. Wonderful things about, I like eggs. I ate eggs through my child. Yes, I love them. But given my background and training, when I start to look at some of the science, boy, I'm conflicted. I wonder if you are. Maybe you're not. Maybe you just flip those things over and get them down.
I'm Joy McCarthy, holistic nutritionist, and I expect more from my multivitamin. I've researched many vitamins, and what's truly different about Every Woman's One Daily from New Chapter is that it's fermented with probiotics and whole foods and gentle even on an empty stomach. Every Woman's One Daily helps you feel good every day, giving you immune, energy, and stress support, and nutrients for bone and heart health. You will notice a difference. Every Woman's One Daily recently won the Best Multivitamin Award, and I love that it's non-GMO project verified. Discover the wisdom of nature with New Chapter.
Whether you spend your free time on a treadmill, under a car, or in your garden, if your active lifestyle leaves you sore, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce may be exactly what you need. Inflammaforce has a natural herb blend that acts as an anti-inflammatory to help maintain healthy joint and mobility support. There are standardized herbs like white willow, boswellia, turmeric, ginger, and devil's claw. The vegetarian capsule promotes easy digestion and a fast-acting dissolve process. Inflammaforce includes a proprietary enzyme herbal blend full of antioxidants and flavonoids that target pain and inflammation throughout the body. Body Vigor's Inflammaforce contains ingredients that support normal, healthy joint flexibility and function, builds healthy tissue, and helps with your recovery process. So if you're tired of sore joints and inflamed muscles, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce is your answer. Purchase Inflammaforce.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Eggs. Boy, I'll tell you. Gary was telling me, he says, Doc, every time you talk about this, social media blows up. People get all worked up. Well, let me see if we... Like they say, what was that quote from the barber? If you go to the barber to get a shave, if you're going to... What did he say? Something about... don't get all that... I'll have to look. Look at that quote from our social media yesterday. There was a quote about getting all lathered up or something. It applies here. So eggs. This new study says that it might be good in preventing a stroke. Now, there is a flip side to this, no pun intended. I'll get to it in a minute. There have been, in all fairness, some studies that say eating eggs does not really have an impact on cardiovascular disease, according to some studies. There was a study in 2013 published in the BMJ, British Medical Journal, that concluded that eating up to 1 egg per day was not tied to a heightened risk of heart disease or stroke. Then there was another one in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, suggested that a high egg diet of up to 12 eggs per week did not increase cardiovascular risk. I could go on. There are studies on that side of the chicken coop, right? Yeah. All in favor of eggs. And this study this morning, it was published in a journal called Heart. Moderate egg consumption may lower risk. About 84 million people in the United States suffer from some form of cardiovascular disease. We know the statistics. This study, bottom line, consuming 1 egg a day lowered the risk of a stroke. That was the bottom line. The researchers' analysis revealed, they said, individuals who ate about 1 egg per day had a 26% lower risk of experiencing hemorrhagic stroke, a 28% lower risk of death due to this type of event, and 18% lower risk of cardiovascular-related mortality. Close quote. All right, strike up the band. Where's Sousa? Play those marches. Everybody's happy. Send up the balloons and toast to the egg.
The quote was, "There's no sense in getting all lathered up if you're not going to shave."
Thank you.
Henry sent that.
No, if you go to the barber, no use getting all lathered up if you're not going to shave. In other words, what are you going to do about it? So let me share the other side of this. I could make a very convincing argument that you should consume 12 eggs a week. I could probably persuade a lot of people to do that, and that would be an easy argument to make. I could get a lot of people to do it. I know I could.
I could do 12 eggs a week. I couldn't do it.
I don't even eat 12 eggs in a year.
I mean, but you know how much I eat.
I know.
I couldn't. They're chewy to me. The texture.
I know you like them wetty and runny and all that, so you can slop your toast in them. Okay. Now, I know I could make that argument. Let me present to you some facts. Well, what was it with Al Gore said? Something about the facts, the disquieting. Facts can be very disquieting and upsetting, but the facts are the facts. First of all, eggs, you shouldn't fault them for what they don't have. They don't have any fiber, so that's one point. They have 0 fiber. About 70% of their calories are derived from fat, which is saturated. Eggs are high in cholesterol, about 213 milligrams for an average-size egg. And just in case you want to know, if you have diabetes, cardiovascular disease, or high cholesterol, you should consume fewer than 200 milligrams of cholesterol a day. Uh-oh. And by the way, too, there is no biological reason for humans to eat eggs. None. In terms of getting cholesterol, there's no biological reason for humans to go out and eat cholesterol. Your body makes it just fine. And so to eat foods for cholesterol, why would you do that? That are high in cholesterol. There's no need to do that. The body makes cholesterol. Some people make too much cholesterol. Nevertheless, the eggs are loaded with fat, loaded with cholesterol. They're high in protein. Oh, there's the good news. Well, not so fast, Roy Rogers. Not yet. Not yet. Not so fast. We'll see. I'll get to the protein in a minute. There's another issue with eggs. People are just hating me right now. I'm just giving you the facts. Eggs are fragile. They're porous. On more than a few occasions, I've reported about what? Eggs being contaminated with?
Salmonella.
Thank you very much. That's the leading cause of food poisoning in our country. Okay? So that's that issue. Now, there's a lot of scientific evidence. I'm just telling you, it's there, just as much as there are studies that I even alluded to and mentioned about the pros of eggs. There's a lot of evidence to suggest that consuming eggs causes a myriad of health issues, a lot of them. Aside from the myth, and it's a myth, that they are the most highly bioavailable source of protein, some people, and this is according to an article I was reading in Plant-Based News giving them attribution, some believe that eggs are an adequate way or a good way to get biotin and choline, if you want to make that argument. The choline from eggs is metabolized by bacteria in the gut called trimethylamine, TMA, and then it's processed into trimethylamine oxide in the liver. And the point is, well, that happens to be the leading contributor to atherosclerosis, cardiovascular disease, and peripheral artery disease. So much for the choline. Egg whites, high in avidin. But that's where the protein is. What could be wrong with that? Come back, I'll tell you, just don't throw any rhetorical rocks at me.
Whether you spend your free time on a treadmill, under a car, or in your garden, if your active lifestyle leaves you sore, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce may be exactly what you need. Inflammaforce has a natural herb blend that acts as an anti-inflammatory to help maintain healthy joint and mobility support. There are standardized herbs like white willow, boswellia, turmeric, ginger, and devil's claw. The vegetarian capsule promotes easy digestion and a fast-acting dissolve process. Inflammaforce includes a proprietary enzyme herbal blend full of antioxidants and flavonoids that target pain and inflammation throughout the body. Body Vigor's Inflammaforce contains ingredients that support normal, healthy joint flexibility and function, builds healthy tissue, and helps with your recovery process. So if you're tired of sore joints and inflamed muscles, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce is your answer. Purchase Inflammaforce exclusively on Amazon.com.
The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching. This is a quote. How did people ever figure out that eggs were edible? Did they see something come out of a chicken and think, boy, I bet that would be tasty? There had to be a first person who ever ate an egg. I'm sure it wasn't pleasant. Close quote. That was from Ellen DeGeneres. Putting eggs down. Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. There's the good, the bad, and the ugly with eggs. I told you, it's like a relationship where there's such wonderful features about that person, and then there are other things that not so much. And you get conflicted. Should you eat him? Should you not? Should you date her? Should you date him? Should you not? You get all upside down about it. One of the things that people say, Stephen Jay's my guest. I'm going to put him on the skillet here in a minute about eggs. One of the things people say about eggs, but they're high in protein. No worries. Don't worry about the cholesterol. Don't worry about the choline being transformed into trimethylamine oxide in your liver. Don't worry about any of that. The protein. Well, it turns out that the eggs contain avidin, which is a biotin-binding amine produced in the oviducts of the birds, of the chickens. This protein will inhibit the ability to absorb biotin, which is a B vitamin. The white of the eggs are also rich in trypsin inhibitors, which reduce the bioavailability of the egg. To release the trypsin, you have to cook the egg. Okay? Here's where the problem comes. When you cook the eggs, when you apply heat to protein, what do you do to the proteins, the molecules? You denature them. You damage the amino acids. And you form heterocyclic amines, which are bad news. They're worse than bad news. I've talked about heterocyclic compounds on the show. They're linked to various forms of cancer and degenerative diseases. I could go on. You get the picture. Now, I ate eggs. I grew up with them. My mom made them, hard-boiled, sunny side up, turn over, easy, over hard, whatever. I don't eat them now. I persuaded myself not to. After I looked at the science, it's not necessary. Eating one egg a day, you're over your cholesterol. You don't need to eat cholesterol. The body makes it. Stephen, did you have eggs for breakfast?
I did not have eggs for breakfast. However, that is something that I wrestle with often.
See? There you go.
I'll be honest with you, Doc. I just don't know. I've heard so many different things, and now I was staying away for eggs for a long time, and then I was hearing reports. No problem. You could have 2 eggs a day.
It's like that. That's like that girl. You know, you dated her for a while. She was all a good thing. Then you walked away from her. Then you had to go back.
I just don't know anymore. You know what, Doc? I don't know. I think it just comes down to balance and moderation with whatever you're doing.
Would you smoke 1 cigarette a day?
I most definitely would not.
That's moderation. You're not smoking a pack.
You know something, Doc? I tried cigarettes when I was about 17 years old. I put 2 of them in my mouth and lit them up at the same time, and I took a puff, and I was like, this is insane. Why doesn't somebody just walk into a burning building and breathe? It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense, but people use the moderation argument to commit all kinds of dietary and lifestyle violations. Smoking 1 cigarette a day is moderate. It's not a pack. Having a glass of whiskey every day, didn't drink the whole bottle, that's moderate.
Okay, hold on a second. Let's break this down. We know for a fact that cigarettes, what they do and how they destroy your health. We know for a fact that consumption of alcohol destroys your health. We don't know for a fact if consumption of eggs will destroy your health in moderation. That is a food. Would you agree or disagree with me on this?
I love you, but I disagree. Let me.
We got a debate going. I'm loving it.
Let me share with you. I'll just give you a couple of leads to some studies here. Let me get my notes here. There are several. There's more than a few studies, Stephen, that will show. There was a study back in 2015. It was published in the journal called Atherosclerosis. I guess you know what that journal's all about.
Yes.
And it was entitled Egg Consumption and Coronary Artery Calcification in Asymptomatic Men and Women. And it linked egg consumption with an increased risk for developing heart disease. There are scores of studies to show that egg consumption is deleterious to your health. In fairness, and I mentioned some earlier, there are studies to show that eating eggs has no impact on cardiovascular disease. That's what makes everything so confusing.
Right. So what I've been learning is that it's really the carbohydrates that are causing the arterial calcification and problems.
First of all, what kind of carbohydrates? Processed, stripped down, right. Micronutrient, vapid,
like sugar, all that stuff.
Right, those carbs are deleterious.
Yes.
A diet high in saturated fat can cause heart disease. A diet high in these unhealthy carbohydrates can cause heart disease. Smoking can cause heart disease. Any number of things can cause heart disease. Many risk factors. I wrote an article on it.
Now, what about nuts? What do you feel? How do you feel about walnuts? Pecans?
I like nuts are good. You just got to make sure that they're not contaminated.
Right, they have to be fresh. I keep mine in the refrigerator after I open them up.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I had an episode or two. I couldn't figure out. I kept getting sick, and I realized that the nuts that I was consuming were contaminated.
Wow.
And I pitched them. I threw them out. I had stomach cramps that buckled me over.
Yeah, I know those things can get nasty sometimes.
No, I'm a fan of eating nuts. Walnuts, especially almonds, are very healthy.
Right.
They're high in fat, but they're also good fats. But too much is no good either. So it's all about. It is in terms of moderation relative to doing good things. You can't put the principle of moderation with the practice of unhealthy acts. It doesn't make sense.
Correctamundo. Now let me ask you something about yourself.
Yeah.
Do you eat grass-fed beef?
No.
You're vegetarian completely.
I eat this is how I describe it. I eat a whole food, plant-based diet, no meat, no dairy.
Fish?
No meat, no dairy.
How about fish?
Fish is a meat.
Fish is a meat?
Well, it's not a plant. You don't grow it in a field. In all seriousness, When we come back, we lost a colleague, you and I.
Oh, I didn't know if you had known about that.
Oh, yeah, I do. When we come back, I'll ask you about that. And
let's dedicate this show to our friend Jeff Van Heck. May he rest in peace.
when we come back, I'll talk to you a little bit about him. My guest is Stephen J. I love Stephen. He's a good guy. No pretense. Just lays it out there. He's like a card dealer. Shuffles the deck and deals the cards, and he plays them as they are. I like that. We'll see what's on his mind from Zint Nutrition. Zint, Zint.
I'm Joy McCarthy, holistic nutritionist, and I expect more from my multivitamin. I've researched many vitamins, and what's truly different about Every Woman's One Daily from New Chapter is that it's fermented with probiotics and whole foods and gentle even on an empty stomach. Every Woman's One Daily helps you feel good every day, giving you immune, energy, and stress support, and nutrients for bone and heart health. You will notice a difference. Every Woman's One Daily recently won the Best Multivitamin Award, and I love that it's non-GMO project verified. Discover the wisdom of nature with New Chapter.
Whether you spend your free time on a treadmill, under a car, or in your garden, if your active lifestyle leaves you sore, Body Figures Inflammaforce may be exactly what you need. Inflammaforce has a natural herb blend that acts as an anti-inflammatory to help maintain healthy joint and mobility support. There are standardized herbs like white willow, boswellia, turmeric, ginger, and devil's claw. The vegetarian capsule promotes easy digestion and a fast-acting dissolve process. Inflammaforce includes a proprietary enzyme herbal blend full of antioxidants and flavonoids that target pain and inflammation throughout the body. Body Vigor's Inflammaforce contains ingredients that support normal, healthy joint flexibility and function, builds healthy tissue, and helps with your recovery process. So if you're tired of sore joints and inflamed muscles, Body Vigor's Inflammaforce is your answer. Purchase Inflammaforce.
Let's talk nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. Stephen J. is my guest. Stephen and I had a common friend and colleague, and that was Jeff Van Heck. Many of you who've listened to the show for a long time know who he is. He's been on my show so many times over the years. Well, a week ago, he passed away. Suddenly, unexpectedly, his wife found him, and they tried to revive him. He didn't make it. He was 52 years old. He's survived by his wife and his son and other relatives, but his wife and his son. I spoke with Mrs. Van Heck. I called her. I found his passing to be upsetting. As much death as I have been around, and as much as I personally have even flirted with it with my own experience of the last 2 years, it was very disturbing and upsetting. He was a good soul. We're all flawed. I'm flawed. We're all flawed. But one thing you could count on with that boy, there was no pretense about him. None. Zero. You know zero? Zero. He didn't pretend to be anything other than what he was. And he told you he was a straight shooter, and he was sincere, and he was passionate. He loved to laugh, and I will miss him. I will miss him. And Stephen knows him as well. And Jeff did work with Zint. He was working with that company, and he was working with Jay. Jay, welcome back. You have any thoughts about Jeff and your experience?
Absolutely, Doc. I echo your sentiments and your kind words. Exactly. I mean, I work with Jeff for about a year and a half, and we work quite closely at times. And he was a wonderful guy. I mean, I'm the VP of Marketing and PR. He was the VP of Sales. He did a lot of good for the business, and he was a wonderful person to know and to work with. Extremely kind-hearted, down-to-earth, as you said, a straight shooter, very humble, very protective and respectful of his coworkers and his employees, no matter what level they were on. Always gave a tremendous amount of respect to everybody. Just a very good-hearted, down-to-earth person.
Yeah.
And we were all shocked at the company, and we're going to miss him dearly. And I'm going to share something with you that I don't know if you know, and I'd like all your listeners to be aware of this out there, because Jeff shared something with me about 3 months ago. He was at the movies with his wife, and he told me, Steve, I don't know what happened, but he told me that he started to have chest pains and that he started to feel nauseous, and that he didn't know what was going on, and he went into the bathroom and put some cold water on his face, and and things started to subside, and I kind of I asked him, please, go to emergency room, and he went to his cardiologist, who gave him a stress test, and it came out fine.
Well, he wasn't fine.
Yeah, so you know what? These things are very precarious and unpredictable, and I don't know how good his cardiologist was or wasn't, but there was obviously there was some indication, a few months before, and unfortunately, cardiologists just didn't pick it up.
They missed it, and this is not unusual. Jeff was, again, as I mentioned, he was 52. His son just graduated from college. He was very proud of that, and he just had his moments where he was struggling with certain lifestyle issues, and I was trying to help him, and one of which was smoking.
Yes, as a matter of fact, one of the last times that I spoke with him on Thursday, and he died on Monday, a few days later.
Yep.
And when we were talking on Thursday, he said to me, "Oh yeah, I'm just downstairs having a cigarette."
Yeah.
So
there was at one point, Stephen, didn't mean to step on you like that. At one point, he and I talked. This was over a year ago, and I persuaded him to quit. And I did it gently, and he did. And he was off. He got off of them. He was done. And then he relapsed, and he didn't tell me. I guess he was embarrassed or whatever. My point in sharing this is that he knew that he should quit. He tried to quit.
Right.
And it's very difficult to quit. There's people listening and watching this show who have quit or are still smoking, trying to quit. Is one of the most insidious habits. It is addictive as nobody's business. And my style is not to put pressure on people. And then upon reflection, I said to Gary the other day, I said, maybe I should have done more.
I also felt the same way, Doc, when I agree with you. You know what? It's a very fine line to walk because, you don't want to preach, you don't want to pressure, but then on the other hand, when you care about somebody and you see that they're doing something that's hurting them themselves, it's just a very delicate walk.
I know, it is. If he were my biological brother, I would have probably got in his grill a little more about it. But I wasn't his biological brother. But I'm going to tell you this. Every time he ended a conversation with me, almost every single time, he said, "Doc, I love you."
Yeah, he did. He loved you, and he really enjoyed being on your show. And he considered you an extremely close friend, and I know he even wanted to come on with me, and
I know he did.
Time and stuff. So. Yeah.
We'll miss
you always
him.
look back and say, should have I done that? I was thinking also, should have I pressured him, to go to the ER that night or something like, the next day or something. But you don't know, a guy, he's a man, and you can only advise and say, hey, I think you should do this. And then it's up to the person to take their initiative. And what you said about cigarettes, you know what, Doc, that comes with any vice in life, whether it's cigarettes, whether it's drugs, whether it's alcohol, whether it's sex or sexual addiction, whether it's just eating the wrong foods and knowing that you're eating the wrong foods and not being able to, stop eating that chocolate cake or sugar or whatever it might be. And unfortunately, many times this is this is a result of being stuck in those vices.
Well, as I often say, we're all in this together.
Yeah.
And this is one instance where maybe I could have done more, maybe I should have done more. I tried to do something at one point, but I didn't want to. I'm second guessing myself, and maybe I shouldn't do that, but. My point is we're all in it together, and we got to look out for one another. And that's why it's one of the reasons why we do this show, to raise our consciousness about that. We'll be back with Steve and Jay.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971.
This is Dr.
And we
Michael
believe
Garko.
integrity should always be our number one ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA-certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhance your overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly.
Antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract. Available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit Kyolic.com. That's KYOLIC.com. Or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
The proceeding was a commercial program paid for by Let's Talk Nutrition, LLC.
Americans are always on the move. They're in the car, at the office, working around the house. Americans refuse to sit still. So how do you connect with all of these moving targets? Easy. With radio. Radio reaches 93% of Americans every week, more than Google, Facebook, even television. Because hey, who has the time to sit and watch TV? So when you want to connect with all those constantly moving adults, teens, and millennials, get to iHeartMedia.com and put AM/FM radio to work for your company.
From the Weather Center, Abrahamson and Uterwick. Experience counts. See the results. Pinellas Hillsborough.
Your Tampa Bay area forecast. A 50% chance for rain, especially near the coast. High 85. Partly cloudy overnight, low 73.
This is Dr. Michael Garko.
Tomorrow,
Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition.
High 87. For news, weather, and traffic anytime, tune to News Radio 970, WFLA.
This report is brought to you by Unbound.org.
There's a girl in El Salvador who dreams of becoming an engineer. There's an elder in Uganda who dreams of having a community to call his own. No two dreams are the same.
Thank you for
Help one person achieve theirs at
messages. The show will
Unbound.org.
return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on
Tampa
YouTube,
Bay.
Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern.
I'm Deborah
Please check your
Rodriguez.
local
About 2 dozen
listings. We'll be right
journalists
back.
arrived in North Korea today, where a long trek to the country's nuclear weapons testing site is about to begin. CBS's Ben Tracy is the only U.S. broadcast network news reporter there.
At some point, we will get on a train. That train ride will last about 11 hours. Then there will be a bus ride that will last 4 hours. And finally, a 1-hour hike to the actual site itself, where we will witness its demolition.
About that demolition,
We're not exactly sure what that means. We assume there's going to be some sort of explosion as they kind of close
This is
the
Dr. Michael
tunnels that
Garko.
lead
Thank you for
into
watching
this
Let's Talk
mountain, which is where
Nutrition.
North
The
Korea
show will
has
return
tested
shortly.
its nuclear weapons.
President Trump meets with South Korean President Moon Jae-in in Washington today to discuss next month's planned summit with Kim Jong-un. Justice Department and intelligence officials have agreed to meet with congressional leaders to go over classified documents from the Russia investigation. CBS's Paula Reed.
We don't know a lot of important details here, including which leaders will be there and what they'll actually be able to view. Because of the past several weeks, congressional leaders and justice officials have met, but the Justice Department has fought to protect the informant's identity and refused to release documents.
Meeting after President Trump demanded an investigation of claims by that an FBI informant infiltrated his campaign. Australian Archbishop Philip Wilson faces 2 years in prison after he was convicted of covering up child sex abuse by another priest. Peter Gogarty is one of the victims.
We have finally got the highest ranked official in the world.
Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly.
I'm almost beyond belief that we've got to this point.
In Manchester, England, they are marking the first anniversary of the terrorist bomb attack outside an Ariana Grande concert.
It's Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk
Can't
Nutrition.
Open a jar
the show
without
will
help.
return shortly.
Maybe a sign of something more serious. CBS's Jim Chenevy.
Grip strength may be a better predictor of future health than many of the factors now considered by medical professionals. Grip strength has long been used to gauge frailty or health in the elderly. What this study found is that it can also be a key indicator of heart and lung disease, cancer, and overall mortality. In fact, grip strength showed a stronger association with cardiovascular diseases than blood pressure and physical activity.
She's won 23 Grand Slam titles. Organizers say Serena Williams won't be seeded at this year's French Open after her ranking fell to 453 following maternity leave. The All-England Club says Williams could still be seeded at Wimbledon because it takes into account the opinion of committee members. Dow up 12 points. This is CBS News.
To prevent and relieve muscle cramps in your legs and feet, use TheraWorks Relief. Get TheraWorks Relief today at select Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid pharmacies or TheraWorksRelief.com. To prevent muscle cramps in your legs and feet, use TheraWorks Relief. This fast-acting foam is clinically proven to relieve leg and foot cramps. Get TheraWorks Relief today at select Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid pharmacies or TheraWorksRelief.com. Ask your pharmacist for TheraWorks Relief. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. ZipRecruiter posts your job to over 100 job boards with just one click, and then their smart matching technology finds the right candidates. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/CBS News.
It's time to join the millions of people that make happy with Zoom video conferencing. Zoom gives you flawless video, crystal clear audio, and instant sharing across any mobile, tablet, or desktop device. But the best thing about Zoom? It just works. So ditch the distractions, join the movement, and meet happy with Zoom video conferencing. Visit Zoom.us to set up your free account today. That's Zoom.us. Zoom video conferencing.
Next chance to win $1,000 coming up at 30 past the hour on 1250 WHNZ.
When you're hiring, you don't want to waste time sorting through dozens of irrelevant resumes. You want an efficient way to get to a short list of qualified candidates. That's why you need Indeed.com. Post a job in minutes. Set up screener questions based on your job requirements. Then zero in on qualified candidates using an intuitive online dashboard. Discover why 3 million businesses use Indeed for hiring. Post a job today at Indeed.com/hire. Search for greatness. Search Indeed.
From the Florida Central Credit Union Home Loans Traffic Center.
There's slow traffic northbound on 275 from Kennedy into West Shore and southbound Memorial is also slowing down from Spruce Street to 275. Pinellas County have an accident on westbound Almerton and right lane near Coral Way. Also an accident on 34th Street at 11th Avenue South and a crash on East Bay east of Seminole Boulevard. See traffic problems, call the injury firm of Abrahamson and the Cove Road traffic tip line 866-545-9595.
This report is brought to you by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. You can't change the whole world, but you can be part of the change in the world for a child living in poverty by becoming a Compassion International child sponsor. You can choose a child to sponsor now at compassion.com/radio. That's compassion.com/radio.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition.
Weather center forecast. And once again, we'll see showers and storms pick up this afternoon, especially near the coastlines. Mid to upper 80s for the high, mostly cloudy, mid to low 70s. Rain chance down a bit tomorrow, nearing 90.
The following is a commercial program paid for by Let's Talk Nutrition, LLC. The opinions, viewpoints, and promises made during the following program are not those of WHNZ AM, its staff, management, or parent company, iHeartMedia Incorporated.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to
diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Your biology is not bulletproof. Only if it were. Glad you could tune into the show today. And as I think about it, and as I continue to write and give talks and do this show and keep taking my coursework and doing just so in the stream of it all, that just keeps coming up over and over again. Well, you say, well, that's so obvious. But people live in a way at times as if they think their biology is bulletproof. It is not. In fact, in many ways, as resilient as our biology is, and the ability for the body to heal itself and repair itself up to a certain extent, and to recover and to reclaim a certain health status, we are environmentally, we're very vulnerable. And environmental means, that includes not just the air, water, and whatnot. It means everything outside the body. But biologically, we're also so vulnerable. And our diet and our lifestyle are two giant variables that are constituted of many other variables. And those two variables, diet and lifestyle, when you put them together, account for a major portion of the variance as to how we fare biologically through the life cycle. That is patently obvious, isn't it? But you watch and turn around and you'll see example after example, maybe close to you or at a distance, where people, although aware of that point, that obvious point, still will live in ways that put them at risk. And oftentimes they just don't know. Other times they do know. There's so much to know. Some things that seem relatively benign wouldn't cross anybody's mind. Like whether you live in the city or live further out in the city where there's less stress, less congestion and whatnot. How would that impact on your health? It couldn't make that much of a difference. Oh, really? It does. There are so many variables. When you look at all of the things that are that can affect your destiny, and you can't control you can't address all. You just can't. So you got to go for those that will make a significant difference. And in the arena is diet and lifestyle. Those are the two variables where if you put enough attention and focus and insight, you can accomplish a lot and not maybe make yourself bulletproof, but at least make yourself less vulnerable. My guest is Stephen J. with Zint Nutrition. Turns out that they make a lot of dietary supplement products that attempt to protect your biology, and he'll explain. Stephen, welcome back to the show. It's great to have you on. Any breaking news from Zint?
Well, you know what, Doc? I'll tell you the truth. I love being on your show and talking and sharing great information about Zim with all the listeners. But in the downtime, when I'm just sitting here being quiet, I just love listening to you because you're just a wealth of information, and I just always learn so much as being on hold, waiting to come back on. So thank you very much.
My pleasure. It's my pleasure. I learned from you and the audience. it's what we're here to do. And I've learned a lot. Your company, they're really dialed in, and they're trying to carve out a space for themselves. And they are making products that are trying to help people make themselves, quote unquote, a little bit more bulletproof, aren't they?
Absolutely, and we're trying to make it easy. That's our tagline, super ingredients made simple. And what Zint is all about, what do? We procure the highest quality, most bioavailable, nutritionally dense collagen products and superfood products, and we do it in powder formats that are really simple for health-conscious people to incorporate into their lives. And what's that going to do? That's going to support vibrant health, energy, beauty, anti-aging, and it's going to make you happy too. And we back up what we produce, what we procure, because we don't make these things in a lab. These are real whole foods, superfoods. We deliver them with transparency, and we backed it up with the most recognizable certifications in the industries, like non-GMO Project Verified, USDA Organic Certified, Paleo Certified, OU Kosher Certified, gluten-free certified, and these are predominantly superfoods. And for anybody out there that have not heard of superfoods or don't know what they are, superfoods are naturally occurring foods that really take things to the next level. They help your body optimize its ability to function, and they supply a mega dose of nutrients as compared to most common foods, because they're packed with all these just incredible nutrients that help your body thrive and survive and give it, kind of, as the doc was saying, that bulletproof edge.
You have quite a list. I'm at your website at zintnutrition.com. I clicked on products, and then I clicked on superfoods. I'll just tick off these products, and then I'll make a comment. Lucuma, maca, mesquite, camu, turmeric, white quinoa, cacao. Those products, as I look at them, they are, as you used a phrase there, nutrient dense. They are nutrient dense, but they're loaded. Many of these are I see compounds, and I can pick any one of them: lucuma, maca, the cacao, loaded with antioxidants, polyphenols, and all these compounds from plants that help protect the body from assaults. You've come on the show and you've talked about that many times. So, like the turmeric, very popular these days. And I noticed these are all powders. How would you use that turmeric powder, Stephen?
You know what? That's a great question, Doc. I actually just started using the turmeric. I make a green drink, which basically means you take maybe kale, cucumbers, whatever, spinach, whatever type of greens that you like. You could put it in a juicer, or you know what? If you just don't have the time for that, you can go buy cold-pressed green juice in your local stores. Most supermarkets even have it in the refrigerated section at this point. And I take a teaspoon or two of turmeric and I put it in my green drink, and that just takes it up to a whole new level, because it's got powerful medicinal properties within it. I could tell you myself that as a guy in his early 50s, I was having some joint pain, and I took turmeric and curcumin, and literally within about a week to 2 weeks, because of the anti-inflammatory properties of turmeric, my pain was gone. And I kid you not, it just disappeared. I had a cousin also in her 50s, and she was complaining. She had very similar type of hip pain, came out of nowhere. She said she couldn't even bend down. She took a turmeric tincture, and she said, Stevie, within a week or two, my pain was gone. So, these are incredibly powerful anti-inflammatory compounds within turmeric. It has incredible antioxidant capacity within your body. It combats oxidative stress on our cells, and it neutralizes free radicals in the body. that have, unimpaired electrons and that mess up our DNA and stuff. So just by adding turmeric, a teaspoon or two a day, you're doing a wonderful thing for your body. And that's just one of our products.
Does it, like, for example, if I mixed it with aloe vera, would it mix with that?
Yeah, you just gotta stir it around. I'll mix them with anything. You could put it in anything, really anything you want, because it's in powder format. It'll mix into smoothies, green fruits, smoothies, aloe, whatever you want to do.
Okay, we'll come back and we'll talk some more. That whole array of superfoods that they have are super for your health in many different ways. We'll explain.
Want to get it?
Almost 52% of men experience erectile dysfunction and benign prostatic hyperplasia. If you've had challenges with virility, sexual health, or low energy, Body Vigor's Alpha Extension may be the answer for you. Body Vigor's Alpha Extension can help revitalize your alpha male and extend your love. Our formula is one of the highest quality nutraceuticals available, formulated to support the processes involved in promoting a healthy male sex drive, energy, and stamina. Alpha Extension has 2 powerful herbal blends, Virilomax, which focuses on male sexual health, and T-Pump Activator, which helps balance your testosterone levels. Revitalize your alpha male with Body Vigor's Alpha Extension, exclusively available on Amazon.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. Stephen J. today from Zint Nutrition. He's an educator for the company. They make an array of products. There's 3 categories. One category is superfoods. And in that category, they continually add to the repertoire. And they have a turmeric product. Now, turmeric is a rhizome, okay? And sometimes we get confused with turmeric and curcumin. See if I can just briefly, just in a word, explain, hope not confuse you or myself. Curcumin, or curcumin, depending on how you want to pronounce it, is a naturally occurring compound. And it's found in turmeric, or turmeric. Turmeric is the root of a plant. It's a rhizome. It's rhizome, okay? And it's known scientifically as curcuma longa. And that's raw turmeric is used in South Asian countries, India. It's very popular in Ayurvedic medicine and whatnot. It's been around a long thousands of years. And they harvest the turmeric root. It's cleaned, it's cured, dried, and they can sell the dried root, and then it's ground into a fine powder. And it's referred to as Indian saffron or yellow ginger, yellow root, and so on, different names. So that's the difference. Curcumin is the compound found in turmeric or turmeric. Turmeric is a rhizome. Welcome back, Stephen. So that product is pretty good. I have a bag of it at home. I think I'm going to add it to my aloe vera. I want to see how I do with that. I've never tried that.
You know, you got to please ask Michael to send me your home address after we get off the show, because I got to send you some product. Yeah, we haven't shipped yet anything in a while, but with that being said, thank you very much for explaining the difference between turmeric and curcumin, because I had wanted to do that. And our Zint turmeric has about 3% curcuminoids within it. And you know what? We were talking about our friend Jeff, and this is actually a product that we produce that is very, very good for the cardiovascular system, because the endothelium, which helps regulate blood pressure and stuff like that, there are many studies out that curcumin leads to improvement in endothelial function. So one study shows that it's as effective as exercise and some of those other heart drugs that are out there. It also reduces inflammation and oxidation, which is really important to preventing heart disease. And I was just looking at it right now. There was a study of 121 patients that were going to undergo coronary artery bypass, and they did a test with these 121 patients. They gave half of them either a placebo or 4 grams of curcumin per day a few days before and after their surgery. And the curcumin group had a 65% decrease of experiencing another heart attack in the hospital. So this is really, really powerful stuff. It's part of the ginger family, which is also a great anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial as well. And then just another wonderful product that we've got in our...
So it does help, and I was using that metaphor earlier, helping to make your biology a little bit more bulletproof, because it's not bulletproof inherently. People think that the body's indestructible and we can abuse it. We get that idea that we're led down the primrose path with that. When we're younger, we seem to be able to... It heals quickly. You can go along with less sleep and do violations, but that doesn't mean that it's indestructible. And we we forget that as we age, and then we get ourselves into a lot of trouble. But a Gary's going to show an image here. Just want to make sure people understand what a rhizome is. It's a continuously growing horizontal underground stem. Show a photograph, Gary, where it shows the whole plant, the part on the top of the ground and underneath where the rhizome is. That put out lateral shoots and what they call adventitious roots at intervals, and that's what they harvest. If people think it's on the top of the ground, no, it's under the ground. That's what a rhizome is. So again, plants are gifts for us. I love that. The whole idea of it's a very popular compound these days. Everybody's selling turmeric or curcumin, whatever, and yours is organic as well.
Yes, it's our USDA organic certified, non-GMO project verified, and it's a wonderful product. And all these products that we make here at Zen Nutrition can be used together and interchanged with one another. You could toss them all in a smoothie if you want to. Sure. Personally, I don't really care how my smoothies taste because I'm just taking it for, the benefits that I'm getting out of it. And, I had some friends over, a bunch of friends over for dinner the other night. And, some people brought some cakes and different things. And, I'm always the guy, of course, talking about, what you're putting in your mouth. And I was just saying to people, hey, before you eat that, why don't you think about what it's going to do to your body? Well, we've got some green veggies over there, so if you put that in your body, what do you think it's going to do for you? If you're going to eat that cheesecake over there, what do you think that's going to do for you? So, and it's all about choices, and as you were saying, Doc, we think that we're, impervious or bulletproof and stuff like that. Well, there is a war going in our body every day between good and bad. Just like I kind of look at the body as a mini world. We live in a world where there's war.
You're absolutely right. You got cut off there because we're headed into some messages. I'm sorry. I beg your pardon. I'll let you finish your thought when we get back. We're going to go into these messages. There is a war throughout your body, in your gut, in your brain, in your heart, wherever.
Celsius is a fitness drink which is clinically proven to function.
This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is from Zint Nutrition. They really have a unique array of products, organic and whatnot. Very. And when I look at, and they're in one category they have is superfoods, and when you look at that array, their how can I put it? Their menu of choices keeps growing, so that's good. One that they have there, if you go to their website at zintnutrition.com, is quinoa. Now, if you go into a health food store, you're going to see different kinds of quinoa. They happen to have one that's called white quinoa. It's spelt Quinoa. People try to pronounce quinoa and all kinds of crazy names. It's pronounced quinoa. It contains, I think, every amino acid. It's protein rich. It's particularly high in lysine, as it goes. It's a good source of iron, magnesium, vitamin E, potassium, fiber. Stephen will tell you about that. Stephen, welcome back. I'm just curious as to, of all the things, I mean, y'all are thinking about this and making choices in a meeting and deciding, well, let's put white quinoa in the repertoire. Why white quinoa? Why not red quinoa?
Well, you know what, Doc, it's a good question, and you know what, we're doing all these superfoods, and then white quinoa is, hey, where did that one come from? Well, In 2013, the UN named white quinoa as a potential factor in eradicating hunger, malnutrition, and poverty because it's got such a broad nutritional profile. It's very easy to absorb by the body. It's easy to cultivate, and it's a great source of protein. It contains 10 essential amino acids that our body does not produce on its own. It's a complete protein, 8 grams per serving, and it has the complete profile of all 20 essential amino acids, including the 10 that our body don't produce. So this is a great product. It's a 7,000-year-old plant, originally from the mountains of South America, and it's great for people that are on a paleo diet, on a gluten-free diet. It's just a.
Do you cook it like rice?
I'm sorry?
Do you cook it like rice?
Yeah, you cook it like rice. Absolutely, it's a great substitute for rice. And as you said about lysine, it's got 442 milligrams per serving. It's one of the most well-documented essential amino acids out there. So that's more than a fifth of what a person needs each day.
It comes in different colors. I mean, in the grocery store, like at Whole Foods or Sprouts or Trader Joe's or wherever they sell these things, you'll see white quinoa, you'll see red quinoa, you'll even see black quinoa.
Right.
And I guess the colors mean something in the world of plants. People think, oh, that's just for beautification. No, man, it's all functional here. So the white quinoa, I guess I haven't looked at it. I haven't done a comparison and contrast, comparing it to red and black. But I'm sure there must be some difference between the two, the white quinoa and the red. But
I could tell you about the white. You know that it's got really high level of antioxidants. It's got bioflavonoids in it, flavonoids as well. It's found a lot in white quinoa.
It's an ancient grain, right?
Yes, 7,000 years old. It's got quercetin in it. It's got ferulic acid, vanillic acid. It really helps fight a lot of chronic diseases. It's got beta carotene in it as well, believe it or not.
Does it take a long time to cook?
It doesn't take a long time to cook, absolutely not, and it's a great substitute for people that like rice in their diet. It's a great source of alternative for grain. Mm-hmm. So as rice is a grain,
I can tell you this about white quinoa. What I know about quinoa, you can put in a thimble, but nevertheless, white quinoa has compared to the red, for example, has the most delicate taste, and it has the more of a lighter texture to it, and it cooks up fluffier than the red or the black. That I know.
Right, and the black is a little bit sweeter. Everybody's they've all got their pluses and their minuses, but they all very good health benefits. One is crunchier. The red and black is a little bit crunchier in texture than the white is. So either way, whichever one you go with, you can't go wrong. But we chose to go with the white one. Because as you said, it's a little bit easier to cook. It's easier to chew. It's softer, and again, just wonderful health benefits, and it's a great complement to the entire Zen Nutrition superfood line.
So it's a grain, and therefore, as a grain, it will fall into the category. It's a plant, so it's loaded with protein, as you said. It has a full profile, but with this business of carbohydrates, it really gets in the way of people making sense of things.
There are healthy, good carbohydrates, and there are unhealthy carbohydrates.
Exactly. And one half cup of cooked quinoa has 111 calories. 4 grams of protein, 2 grams of fat, and almost 20 grams of carbs. Somebody sees that, and they put it down. I'm not going to eat that.
Right.
I mean, Go ahead, Gary.
It's a better replacement than eating rice, though, white rice, right?
Absolutely. Full stop, hands down.
And white potatoes. So, because the question is on social media right now is asking what bad food would you replace it with? You know,
I like whole grain brown rice. Okay, I favor that compared to white rice. The quinoa, look, it's about variety in the diet, Gary, and those listening and watching. You don't want a monochromatic diet, and you don't want a diet that's not only monochromatic in color, you don't want it to be monochromatic, so to speak, in types of food that you're eating. And people tend to eat the same thing all the time. You have to have, so in order to have variety and keep yourself motivated and interested, and not only that, keep your nutritional status up, you got to change them up. So instead of eating whole grain brown rice, throw in quinoa, substitute it with quinoa, the white quinoa from Zint. It's a good option. Does it take long to cook, Stephen?
No, it does not take very long to cook at all. Just it depends. It's kind of like a pasta. If you want a little bit al dente, you're a little bit softer. Probably like 10 to 15 minutes at the most, and you should be good to go.
Mm-hmm. Go to zintnutrition.com. All of you don't make one pill in your whole regimen. It's
pills. Power of the powder, baby.
There you go. That's a deliberate decision. And they're USDA, organic, non-GMO. The rabbi got his hands on it. The local parish priest got his hands on it. They all blessed it. It's good. It's good to go.
Are your joints feeling out of date and stiff? Is that old sports injury flaring up? Is your body aching from the daily wear and tear at work? Body Vigor's Joint Ready keeps you at the ready for any joint pain that gets out of line. Unfortunately, as we age, joint pain becomes more common. Body Vigor's Joint Ready can help provide relief so you can continue to go about your day. Our formula contains sulfated forms of glucosamine and chondroitin. Studies show that these sulfated forms are more effective than regular glucosamine bound to hydrochloride. Joint Ready promotes a healthy inflammatory response, facilitates cartilage synthesis, and provides additional antioxidants. Keep your joints at the ready with Body Vigor's Joint Ready, exclusively on Amazon.com.
Garco, thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garco. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garco. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garco. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garco. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. The show will return shortly. This is Dr. Michael Garko. Thank you for watching Let's Talk Nutrition. Following commercial messages, the show will return shortly. LTN streams live Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern on YouTube, Facebook, and the LTN website. The show also airs on radio coast to coast, including Hawaii, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern. Please check your local listings. We'll be right back. Here's the LTN health question of the day. Zen Nutrition is always coming out with these superfood products, and they have one that's quinoa. And here's the question. Now, this is easy. You gave the answer. Is their quinoa red quinoa, white quinoa, or black quinoa? That's the question. If you have the right answer, you'll win a $25 supplement gift card. Here's the number to call to get keen on quinoa.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK.
Okay, so we talked about turmeric, we talked about quinoa. Is there one that you are especially fond of? I know you embrace all your children, Stephen. Is there one that you really like a lot?
I'll tell you the truth. Mine has got to be cacao.
I like it too.
Yeah, it's a fantastic raw food, and I love the cacao. Lucuma is also fantastic. It's loaded with beta carotene.
What is that? What is that?
So lucuma is actually, it's kind of like a cross between a mango. It's a exotic Peruvian fruit. They used to call it the gold of the Incas, because the Incas cherished it for centuries. It's been a staple food source, and it's been associated with fertility. It's a great low glycemic index sweetener. It's only 25 on a scale like glucose is.
So it's a sweetener?
It's a sweetener, but it's really kind of like a mango.
So how do you use it?
Well, I like to put it in I love to put it in my smoothies, because it sweetens up my smoothies, gives it this mango-y type of taste, and it only has a glycemic index of 25, so it's diabetic safe. It's great for wound healing. It's rich in antioxidants, which, of course, help prevent the disease that we know. It's good. Actually, we do this before talking about carbohydrates. So this is it's full of healthy carbohydrates, because it doesn't spike the blood sugar as well. It's packed with vitamins and minerals. It's got as much calcium as a glass of cow's milk. It's good for your eyes, your skin, and it's got niacin, vitamin B3.
Could you sprinkle it on? I haven't tried it. I'll be honest with you. Could you put it on like fruit? Like if you had a bowl of fruit?
Absolutely. You know what? Lucuma is the -- ice cream flavor in Peru, and also it's the first fruit that is fed to babies, the first food that's fed to Peruvian babies, because it's so easily to digest. So this is an awesome lucuma. You could put it on, sprinkle on some vanilla ice cream, put it in a smoothie if you want to, sweeten up, maybe opened up cantaloupe or something like that.
Could you put it on your Cheerios?
Whatever. You could put it on anything, and it's just got this wonderful, delicious taste. It's healthy for you, loaded with antioxidants. Good stuff.
Let's go to Pensacola, Florida. We're in Pensacola. Jarrow, welcome to the show.
Hi, Dr. Garko.
So you moved to Pensacola.
It's actually a small town near Pensacola, but it's nicer, cooler, and don't miss the humidity, but miss Tampa, though.
Yeah, we're on a radio station in Pensacola. You know that, right?
I was streaming on Facebook.
Okay, live, good. But we are in Pensacola. We are.
Oh, good to know.
We're gonna give you the call numbers here in a minute. We are on the radio. There's a fine store there too, health store. Olive Leaves.
Yeah, okay. I haven't found that many stores like I did in Tampa. That I missed that a lot.
We're gonna dial you in here in a second.
Yeah, Olive Leaves they're located there in Panama City at 634 West 23rd Street in Panama City.
Panama City. Yeah. I know you're in Pensacola, but nevertheless you're in sort of around. How's everything going?
Wonderful, and the topics you discussed today are kind of near and dear to my heart. So that was wonderful, discussing about the quinoa, the turmeric, and all the good stuff, Doc.
Yeah, you grew up on that stuff.
Yes, I grew up on turmeric, but the quinoa was been introduced a couple of years, and I substituted a lot of the cooking rice with the quinoa. But I kind of Indianized it. The quinoa, you can make it. It's kind of like a bland thing that you can customize to whatever you need. So, of course,
how do you serve it up? I mean, how are you using it?
I like to do like the one-pot dish, but the quinoa, of course, you have to wash it to remove the saponins or whatever the unpleasant flavor. But after I wash, I kind of throw some veggies in there, put some turmeric and some curry flavor, and everything goes. And it's in a one-pot rice cooker. It takes about 15-20 minutes. I'm done, and we have a good lunch.
By the way, when you're driving from Pensacola, if you're coming back to Tampa, stop off in Panama City. It's about 138 miles from Pensacola. Right. There's a health store there called Olive Leaves.
And we are on WLTG 1430 AM, Panama City.
Oh, it's an AM station. All right,
yeah.
I got it.
And you might, I don't know if you'll, would they honor if that signal goes that far? Maybe not. But she's streaming us on Facebook.
Yes, I'm planning to come down to Tampa St. Pete next month, so I'm going to hit all the VDC and everything else.
Yeah, but if you're driving, stop off in Panama City. Give a shout out to the Olive Leaves. They're
okay.
I understand that's supposed to be a great health store. So
yes, I did drive to Whole Foods in Destin, which was like it's about an hour from here. From
Panama City's a couple of hours, 2.5 hours away from where you are.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, what is
there's VDC online, so
yeah. Which one do you red, white, or black? Which one does
Zint? It's white.
Yeah, it is white. Congratulations. Nice to hear your voice. You want a $25 supplement gift card. Please give my best to your husband.
Thank you, Doc.
Nice to hear from you. Stephen, it's always nice to hear from you. We could spend another hour or two talking about all these products.
Absolutely.
Great products at Zint Nutrition. Keep me apprised of any changes, any breaking news, and we're going to see you the next time. And give my best to everybody at Zint.
Will do. Thanks, Doc. Have a great day.
You do the same, and we'll keep Jeff in our thoughts and our prayers, too. He was a good pal to us, and we'll miss that fella. Yeah. And meanwhile, get through your rest of your day in good mind and good spirit. Live mindfully. Stay dialed in. And we'll see you tomorrow. And meanwhile, too, think about your health. And live mindfully. Why? Because your health is your wealth. And your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you.